At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And a first half that really has not been kind to them. A late opportunity here to maybe make some inroads on this deficit before half.
And this drive's going to go a long way towards telling us whether they actually have a chance to come all the way back in this game or not.
And the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. He'll buy some time right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. Earlier in the quarter when the defense was keying on the run, you said offensively they need to open things up, take some shots downfield. Didn't work there, but they did it.
Yeah, I'm not going to change my tune now. I still think it's the right play because when you take those shots downfield, you open the eyes of the defense to what you could do to them, and that may open some things up for you offensively.
And he's going to get this to about the 20, but that is well short of what he needed. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down. Here's Cameron Johnston now as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. This is brought in at the 21. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. A first half update now from Philadelphia. And the Eagles out in front early. That one tight to this point, and you'd have to imagine it'll stay tight throughout. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Less than 30 seconds to go in the half. Pretty good starting field position, all things considered. You'd think they definitely have time to get to field goal range.
Yes, and you get into the huddle or you come off the bench here and you've called multiple plays because you're going to say, this is how we're going to run them in order, guys. You don't have time for audibles. You don't have time to change anything. You're trying to get the ball in position to at least get 3. They've got a great shot to do it right here.
The final shot before half for Rodgers. And he's going to drop this off to Williams, complete. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. So it's the Packers set to receive the kick. They've got the lead as well as we are underway in the 3rd quarter. This will be fielded at the 8. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
Let's go. At their own 30-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Flag comes in. This might be a free play. It's caught here by Adams. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
On play action, it's Rodgers. Looking deep for Adams. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
I remember a coach telling me a long time ago the difference between playing corner and safety in the NFL. Corner is like the Autobahn. Everybody just flying by, and these corners have been really busy in this game, although they got it done on the last play.
On the last play, yes, but there have been some good numbers put up against them offensively. So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Nunez got it, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 25 yards there on the catch and run. So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Throwing is Rodgers. And, he took that in one-handed. What a grab. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one.
Here we go.
Rodgers now on 1st down. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. Williams.
3rd quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Now Rodgers from the gun on 3rd down. Well, the 2 men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. And he'll give it here to his running back. On the tackle that time, Dean Lowry.
Defenses always talk about earning the right to rush the passer on 3rd down. And you know what offenses want? Win 1st down so they can set things up for themselves better.
And that wasn't helpful there. Not a big impact on 1st down. Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
He's scared.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Hunter eluding the pressure right. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with him.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass.
He wasn't the primary target, but I think it was almost like a check-down situation, wasn't it?
Yeah, like hoping he can break some tackles, a big tight. And now on 4th and 1, it's a fake. And he's not going to get there. Might have even lost a yard. A little trickeration there, but it doesn't fool them. And the Packers are going to get the football back in excellent field position. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Pass hauled in by the 6'4" tight end Sternberger. And they move this all the way down to the 9. A very solid gain of 27. Play action. Now it's Rodgers. Touchdown, Packers. 4 touchdown passes now for Aaron Rodgers. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his 2nd touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
Come on, set. 18, Gator. Line 54. Yeah, let's get that ball, Dean. Let's get that ball right here. Ready?
They'll run it now out of the gun. Able to shake free for about 7 up to the 35.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
2nd and 3. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. J.J. Watt in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. From the gun, Hunter. Forced out to his left. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, 1st down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And this will be taken across midfield and into Green Bay territory. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
Hey, 25 to Mike. We're going 25 to Mike. Come on, boy. Come on, boy. Deep dribble.
Throwing on 1st down. Hunter toward the left sideline, but it's incomplete. He was trying to get that one to Allen that time, but it's going to be 2nd down.
Got it.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41.
Here we go. Watch the pass. Get it.
Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen. And his first carry, he loses the football.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get them home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. Here's a ball thrown right side and complete. And this is going to result in another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 20-yard line.
90, Wolf.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. Call it a loss of 6 on the play. And it'll make this a 2nd and long.
On the ready. Mike 57. Mike 57.
I can't believe they let you play. I can't believe they even let you play.
2nd and long. And this is complete. It's Allen. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. The Bears on the move. They've got another 1st down.
As the field starts to get condensed, the defense likes that a lot because now you don't have as much space to cover, but a well-run corner route there.
Let's go, defense. Our time. It's our time.
Operating from the gun. Hunter. And it'll be intercepted. Kevin King with a pick. And the return won't go anywhere. They'll be back deep in their own territory at the 2-yard line. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down. Hey, a lot of points have been scored in this game against them, but tally that one on the side of the defense.
Do you think maybe, possibly, it can be a little bit of a changer for them? Maybe not a game changer, but a little bit of a momentum one that maybe they can string together some pretty good plays and slow them down.
And they're going to get this all the way out past the 20. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. Now they can breathe a little easier, some room to operate as they've got it 1st and 10 now out past the 20. He rifles one that's intercepted. Joe Hayden, the veteran, with a pick. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. He was looking for a Noonlaw there.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And he's going to be taken down. They sack him on what will be the final play of quarter number 3. Back now at Soldier Field. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. Looking to throw. Hunter. He finds Robinson. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run. Defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the fourth, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up underneath in your coverage, and you bring your safeties back. They can pick up anything that leaks through. But in the meantime, upfield, you're making plays on the football.
To throw on second down. Hunter dancing to his left. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-rounder Jimmy Ward. And to the 12. That's where it stops. The return is halted at the 12-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. This ball game certainly has gotten a little out of hand. This is normally when they say you got to fill. This is fill time for guys like you and I. But to be frank, just a dominating performance. Really impressive what we've seen.
It is, and I'm glad that you went in that direction because otherwise we're going to have to talk about the museum tour we took yesterday.
Which was also impressive.
Which was also very impressive. But this game, how they've done it, offense, defense, special teams, they put it all together. And I got to tell you, I am beyond impressed by what I've seen from this team.
No gain that time, and it leaves them with 3rd and 11 coming up. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. Here's Matt Hawk now, standing about a yard deep in his own end zone. Here comes Cohen. 12 yards on the return that time. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down there. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Preston Smith comes in for the sack.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word go.
Watch the run. Watch the run.
Looking to throw on second down. Hunter. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Kevin King with a pick. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line. Allen, the intended receiver. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. We've got a lopsided game here. I don't know, Charles, what does the handbook say that we discuss when we've got a game like this in the fourth quarter?
Hold on a second. Let me thumb to the proper page on that. Know what it says?
What?
Let's discuss how we got here. This is a dominant performance, where they took control of this game, how they've managed to keep control of this game, and then we go ahead and think about how we're going to leave here and get to the airport. And a lopsided...
And Rodgers intercepted a 3rd time. Eddie Jackson picks it, and he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. Now they get a fourth quarter pick, a little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. That's a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other, but it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because this ball game is over. On 1st and 10, Hunter. Robinson's got it. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 14 yards into Chicago, 1st down. And he's been one of their few bright spots here this afternoon.
And as you pointed out, so far he's gotten his. That's not been the issue at all. But the teammates, the other guys, they've been shut down. That's why the defensive guys have to feel pretty good, even though he's over 100 yards.
Yeah, he topped 100 with that last catch. Another strong gain on the last two plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. And he's going to battle his way down right around the 2-yard line. That's a gain of 7, and we'll leave them with 2nd and goal coming up. Good yardage on 1st down. Now can they punch it in on 2nd and goal? Fighting to stay upright. But in the end, the pressure too great, and he goes down. Preston Smith, he brought the pressure on the blitz, and he gets there for a loss of 12. And now because of the sack, it's 3rd and goal from the 14. From the gun, Hunter. Yeah, that one's going to be knocked away and incomplete. It was Darnell Savage that time who was able to knock it away. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better. And all that does is embolden the secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better. Well, in the grand scheme of things, those 3 points likely not going to matter much, but I guess they get a little closer, a little more respectability. Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been outplayed all game long, but like my mom used to tell me all the time before I went out, dress up a little bit, son. Make yourself respectable. And that's what they're doing here. They're just dressing up the final score. This fielded at the 2. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. They'll run it with Williams. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A gain there of 21 yards.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
They stick to the ground game on 1st down. It's Williams. Williams loses the football. And this is picked up by the Bears. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. Back to throw. Hunter. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. Jair Alexander that time able to knock that one away. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. Takes this to the 32, maybe the 31, and then the defense rallying quickly after that broken tackle. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. Looking to throw. Hunter buying time to his left. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Escaping the pressure right. Looking sideline, incomplete. The intended receiver there, Allen, and now it's 2nd down. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same Surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
On 3rd down, Hunter flushed out right. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Operating from the gun. Hunter. He's got it. So they convert the 2. That keeps their slim hopes alive as we're back to a 2-score game. So 2 scores down. Time definitely not an ally, but here comes the onside kick. And this one's going to be covered up by the Packers hands team. Well, for a second there, I had flashbacks to a few years ago, the NFC Championship game for the Packers, but here they're able to hold on.
And many things changed in Green Bay after that game. Personnel, people coaching, the whole deal. And in this case, they get it done.
And intercepted, maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Kyle Fuller. There he goes left side. And he will score. Touchdown, Chicago. Well, don't change that channel just yet. This one may have gotten a bit more interesting.
Put down the remote, put down the clicker. This one looked like it was over. It looked like they were ready to seal the deal. But in doing so, by pitching it around a little bit, it cost them. We could have a great finish.
Back to throw. Hunter. No jumping over. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So 2 scores down. Time definitely not an ally, but here comes the onside kick. And this one travels out of bounds, so unsuccessful there on the onside kick try. So good field position for the Packers as they come up 1st and 10 at the 45. Now a man who's been busy this afternoon, it's Williams. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as it comes with exactly a minute to go in the football game. Again, it's Williams. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. Now the Bears going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. The Bears bring out an extra defender in the secondary now for 3rd down.
All day, dog. Here we go.
3rd down, and they're going to try the jet sweep. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. Now the Bears will use their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, 2-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back and then score again, but they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly, then they'll take it from there.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Ready?
Throwing again. Hunter steps away to his left. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. J.J. Watt in there to drop him as that clock continues to run. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's got his tight end, Burton. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. And we've got a timeout. 9 seconds remaining. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Hunter. Being chased out left. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game. Charles, we saw a lot of points go up in this one. Certainly defensively, stuff that they can look at on film, don't you think?
No doubt about it, and they've got to go back and check where the errors are, how they're going to fix them, and continue to get